Hi, and welcome to another tea tasting session on this channel. Um, very excited, very early, most of all. Figured I'd be waking up quite early, so I'll probably be stumbling, as I'm already doing, stumbling over every word I'm trying to say. I'm trying to get up more early, get some more time with tea before I have to do all the daily mundane tasks we have to do, right? So I'm very excited though, because today I will be the first. It will be the first time, I think, at least, that I'm drinking tea, not from the east, I'd say, right? But it's actually a mudan style white tea from Portugal, from the Açores Islands. So I haven't even opened it yet. So I'm very curious how it looks. Very interesting. Um, so apparently so it's nicely packaged. Let's see if I need some more tools so I can just rip it open. Nice plastic opening ASMR in the morning. Ooh, tastes nice. It smells nice, rather. Let's see. Also, I can't find my tripod, so I'll have to use this camera only today. I hope I can show this well. So it's from the Assamica variation, so it's the larger leaf variety of tea plant. So I thought that was very interesting. I was really curious to finding it out. So it's from the Portuguese Tea Company, and they cultivate all kinds of tea in the Azores Islands, which is off the coast of Portugal. It is a Portuguese autonomous region, if I'm not mistaken. I do know it. Like it's an interesting island group, right? Like it's quite far off the coast of Portugal, so it's like it's quite deep in the ocean. Well, not deep in the ocean, right? It's like far away from the coast. Like it's not Atlantis, right? It's just the Azores Islands. Um, but I know it from wine. Like it has a wine industry as well, if I'm not mistaken. There's islands with volcanoes, all that kind of stuff. So it's a very interesting place. I think it would be quite cool to actually visit it, right? See how it's going over there, like the tea. Apparently, it's like a 200-year-old, give or take, um, industry there now. So it's not super old, but it has quite a legacy. I'd say 200 years, nothing to scoff at. Um, so I'm very curious how if this will taste very different. Like I'd say I'm quite familiar these days with the Baimudan style of tea. Uh, I do like my white teas. I think they might be my favorite right now, together with the raw pour. Of course, our chubby guardian is here again with us today. Hello. Let's pour over some hot water. No, it's a bit chilly outside. It's early morning and winds. It's quite nice. I think it definitely will be very nice once we get some tea in my body. Let's just get some good amount of grams in there, just to wing it a little bit. This package is 20 grams, right? It's crazy. Like it's such a voluminous tea. Look at that. I always think these white teas are very pretty, with the darker browns and blacks and greens. Just add a little bit more. There we go. I think that should be enough. But of course, let's put these in there. So I've already heated the cups. So let's take a sniff. Ooh. It's quite muted actually. very mellow. I get like this, like a melony sweetness coming through, but it's very mild. But it reminds me of like this, like a fruit sweetness, but it's more like a watermelon type of smell. A little bit of spice. Yeah, some spices. With spices I mean more going towards like masala, that kind of smell. Yeah, like a watermelon, like these Indian spices. Yeah, it's nice, but it's not very like aggressive right now. So let's see, let's rinse it. So I'm going with 85 degrees water. It's green tea. Sometimes I dare go to 90, but initial tasting I always try to be between 85 and 80. Let's give this a quick rinse. Ooh, you can already see all the little hairs. I hope you can see it on the camera. Well, that's crazy. You can see all the little hairs from the young leaves dance around. No, it's not picking up on the camera, I think. Such a shame. No, you can't see it. You'll have to take my word for it. Ooh, I'm not sure if I like that smell of this rinse. Let's fill the cup. Our little friend here, as always, gets the first taste. I hope it tastes better than it smelled. I mean, it didn't smell horrible, but it didn't smell like very fragrant and nice. Let's hope the wet leaf has a better smell to it. Luckily it does. Very different smell. I am quite surprised. I expected it to be like the other by mudan smells, they all have their own, of course, unique characteristics, but they are quite similar. This is very different. Huh, I can't even... My nose is a bit stuffed, so that's not gonna help anyone. Very, again, like a mellow sweetness. You still get like this like, yeah, it's like a little bit of honey, but also still like that watermelon and melon sweetness. It's very sweet smelling for sure. Can't wait. It's gonna be nice. Have a nice warm drink. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, but I'm not getting any of that sun. I'm just here in the cold shadow, getting the spring breezes on my arms. Hope everyone is doing well, doing great. I do think it's important to have some time for yourself where you can just, especially the start of the day. I think it's a bit overrated a lot of times. Even I used to do it a lot. Just wake up, grab coffee, off to work. Basically, I was awake for half an hour before I was already off to work. And I think it's important that you have like this time to actually wake up and still be, where you want to be when you wake up. Put some time between you and work or whatever other thing you're going to do. Of course, I am not counting. Bad habit. Let's see, might be a bit too early. White tea, Oh no no, oh, it's getting a nice golden color. Still all these hairs. Oh, I hate that the camera doesn't pick it up. It's so nice. That was my alarm clock. I don't know if it's picked up on the mic. So I am quite a bit earlier awake than I used to. Which I hope to make a habit from. Maybe even wake up even earlier. Get some more stuff done. Work on myself, you know. Enjoy tea. Oh, look at that. This, I need different cameras if I ever wanna. You can see some things, but it's not tea. It's all reflections of nearby houses. Yeah, it's like when you shake like a snow globe, you know. It's like filled with little hairs. It's really nice. Almost put that back in the guy one. Can I put it all in there? This is why I took a nice larger cup this time, because usually when I use these small tasting cups, it takes a while to put everything in there. First sip. Ooh, wow, this is so different. I'm getting like licorice, like a licorice taste. That's so crazy. I have never had that taste. Oh, that's nice actually. It's very different, for sure. With a licorice taste. Yeah. Hmm. It's right now. It's just dominating my tongue. It's licorice, like sweet licorice, right? Hmm. I didn't expect it to be so different. So now I wonder, is this because of the style? Like do they do the style different, or is this just purely the impact that the environment has, like the terroir, like they call it? Uh, you know, the different heights, different soil. I don't know if maybe they're using the volcanic soil of one of the volcanic islands, because I'm not sure which island of the Azores. Wait, I think the Azores is island group, right? Is my ignorance showing? Like, I know it's off the coast from Portugal, that's for sure. Like quite away, and it has yeah, it has multiple islands. Surely, is the Azores one island of the group? Oh no, maybe I should have researched. So either way, like I don't know what kind of soil it is. I don't even know the height actually. I did not a lot of research. I was just excited to taste Portuguese tea. I'll be honest. Well, Portuguese, I guess. Like it's like not really from mainland Europe, Portugal. Sweet, like this. The fruit sweetness is still there for sure. Very sweet, very nice. But the licorice, man. If you like licorice, you will enjoy this. Uh, that's crazy. The taste reminds me of a gin I drank once. Called I think the gin was called Saigon itself. You know, referencing the city. Um, it was also with the typical like licorice flavored. Well, it wasn't licorice flavored, but the ingredients, like licorice was one of the ingredients. Hmm. And I'm glad that now I'm finally tasting it, and because this is what always reminds me, actually, of white tea in general. There's always this to me at least, this slight dull. Um, there's something that always reminds me of like this fresh dough, like just I freshly rolled it, and you push it down, and the yeast is coming out, like that combination of like flour, the dough, and the yeast. This always reminds me of it, and it's every time with white teas, especially with the mudan style. Right, nice first infusion. I'm very curious if it'll get more intense. Let's add it. So I'm experimenting again. I'm using the hold temperature again from my kettle. I hope the sound isn't interrupting too much. Oh, actually this is a nice time to talk about it. I will probably butcher the name, but I just discovered that apparently there is a tea. I think it's considered a hecha, so a black tea, like a black tea, not the red tea, but a hecha, made from was it moth larva feces? Sounds delicious, right? So what they do is, if I'm not mistaken, like I've only just learned from it. I read a little bit about it. Okay, it's called chong. I'm gonna butcher that for sure. It's a chong shi cha. Okay, so I probably butchered it. Why am I pouring this? Oh no! What am I doing? I'm ruining this tea. Let's put it back in. You know what? Let's wait for a little more. I got too excited to talk about insect poop tea, you know? Yeah, I never heard from it before. Apparently it's just like they put tea leaves and a bunch of herbs together and they put it on bamboo and it attracts a certain moth or another insect. I think it was a moth. They will lay their eggs on it and then the larvae will start eating these herbs and the leaves. And then the poop is captured, like the feces are captured in that bamboo, and they make tea from that. It's crazy, right? I think they add some other ingredients to it. Like I'm assuming it will still have some tea leaves. Seems like very small, like pellets of tea. Yeah, should be long enough now. A little bit stronger. Let's see how well it can deal with. Because I do find white tea, if you brew it too long, it gets bitter really fast. So this is a little bit of a test for that. Even more intense gold color. I don't know why I still attempt to show it. It's like red because of, I guess, the wood background or my arm. Yeah. I don't know why I still bother trying to show it. So let's see. It's gone. I'm not tasting anything. What the hell? This is so weird. Like all the licorice, everything, it's gone. Like it doesn't taste bad, it doesn't taste bitter, it's not dry, but I'm not tasting much anymore. Like everything that I tasted in the first infusion is gone. This is super weird. The doughy, grassy is still there, but everything else is gone. Everything that I was enjoying from that first infusion has just disappeared. That's so bad. I wonder, is it because of the? It wasn't that crazy long, right? I didn't infuse it that long. It's a bit coming back. Just very mildly, very mildly. Yeah. My chicken friend has started to accompany us. Unfortunately, yeah, that sucks, right? If the tripod, wait, one moment, let's see if I can do this. Chicken, nah, wow, look at that. Hello, chicken friend. Oh boy. I'm sure I'll have to edit a lot of stuff from there. That was some crazy angles that were happening. So yeah, insect feces tea. It sounds repulsive. That's the word I was looking for, right? It sounds repulsive, but not gonna lie, I think I would be interested in checking it out. It just sounds like exotic enough for me to give it a try. I do think there were like other ingredients mixed with it. I think there's like a little bit. I can't say. I need to do some more research. But it's definitely made from like a larva species and tea. It's always been a human fascination, I guess, right? We've done it with so many other creatures, or just fermenting in general, right? We just like fermenting stuff and see what it does. Human ingenuity, I guess. Alright, let's go for a third infusion. That's gonna probably be the last infusion that I'll be recording. No, it was a nice tea. The first infusion was really good. I was like really surprised how different it was compared to the Baimudans I've drank before. I was wondering if that like pure influence from the terroir, but it was gone so fast. Let's do like another 30 seconds, give or take, infusion. Yeah, so again, Portuguese tea company. I think that's the site as well, portugueseteacompany.com. I think you can buy it from there. There's probably some other vendors that resell it as well. To me and keeping time. Name a less iconic duo, man. That's crazy. 30 seconds, it's probably more like 40 seconds, maybe even longer. So it's a nice tea. Now it's starting to get more of the Baimudan smells that I expected to get. I just want those flavors back from the first infusion. That's very strange, right? Usually when I think of the first infusions, it's like, okay, especially when someone that isn't really into like this style of tea drinking, I'll be like, the first infusion, if you enjoy it, that's the better, but it's usually like the least flavorful one. It's like, which is always very nice because you always have this transformation from the first infusion to the second infusion. Everything beyond that, depending on the tea, it might not be that much difference. But the first and between the first and the second, there's always a big difference. But I've never had it like this, where it's like crazy flavor. Like I swear, it was just like a liquor tea, licorice tea, almost. Now, and then it like went all the way down, like not worse tasting, but just less of everything. Yeah, it's not coming back. That's such a shame. I love that first infusion so much. I was so impressed, and now it's still great. Like, don't get me wrong. Actually, like, you can immediately taste that it is good quality, like high level tea, just because it's not getting bitter. It's not getting dry. This is clearly high quality leaf, right? But yeah, like it's such a shame. Like, it went from like, wow, this is crazy. Like, I've never had these experiences these days before in a white tea. To where did it go? Where did it go? So they do all kind of styles of tea. I should check what else they have. They'll definitely have like a black tea. I don't know if they do oolongs or geisha. I don't know. I think I've seen like black tea tins when I was researching the company, so I do think they at least have black teas. They probably have green teas, right? Green tea is quite popular in Europe, or at least from what I've noticed. Especially like like flavored teas, right? Like jasmine tea is very popular here. Um, like if you go to restaurants and people ask for tea, well, usually they go for a jasmine tea uh, after dinner. Like, yeah, like Europe is quite, for the majority is still largely like if they gotta drink something hot and caffeine with caffeine in it, it's gonna be coffee. But I do know people will drink like a green tea, but and that's usually it. Mm. Yeah, like it's still an enjoyable drink. It's just quite it lost a lot of flavor, which is unfortunate, I think. Yeah. I'm sorry. Like I think this might be a little bit of a chaotic video. Uh, it was a spur of the moment thing, trying to wake up more early and early to have more time for myself before I start doing, whatever mundane tasks lies ahead of me. Uh, and I think I like doing this. Well, with this I mean just drinking tea for myself, so I might as well record it. And so I have, as I said before, well, the dryness is starting to creep up now a little bit. Just have a like a little a log of the things I've tasted before. Uh, I am gonna start bringing my notebook with me and actually start writing. Cause in the first few episodes I've had my notebook, but I never wrote down in there. But I should, because I think I remember better when I'm writing, especially when I'm writing and talking. Like it's a double feedback of what you're saying. It really helps me out. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. Have you had Portuguese tea? Have you had different ones? Are they good? I love to know it. Have you drank insect, like whatever it was called, the chong, is it chong chicha? I should have checked it out, but just it came out in my head that I remembered reading about it yesterday. Have you had it before? Do you know any more about it? It's gonna be about it for me. Yeah, like I said before, thank you for watching. Dude, everything is chaos. I can't even end this video properly. But anyways, see you in the next one.